students. Today we're beginning our online week, and I just wanted to drop a few ideas by you and let you know that there is plenty in the reading, listening, and viewing section of Module 4. And also in the learning activities, there are a lot of good reflections, not necessarily for grading. Because remember, in the grading, we have our proposal that if you haven't submitted it, make sure that you do. Right now, I don't see anything that I need for for grading, excuse me. Don't send me, please, really, I mean this, don't send me an email with your proposal. Send it through Blackboard. There's an upload for that. And the reason I'm saying that is I need to keep all my grades consistent on Blackboard so that when it comes time to assess all your marks, I have an accurate count of who did what and why. I've got a lot of students. So I want to make sure that you get the full credit for everything that you deserve. Okay, having said that, as far as what's due so far is hypothetical number 1, which was posted in Module 2, and also the upload of your proposal to your term project. Now, that's also needing to be uploaded. Like I said, send everything through Blackboard. I hate to be redundant, but it's important. The second thing is that every week on the module, when you have your online week, it starts the week after you have your in-class week. That means your in-class week you're doing for an entire week. Okay, going over the materials that we covered in class. A couple of you have not been able to attend the first and second classes, and at this point, it's important that you get into class because it's crucial to the hybrid. I know there's been a lot of flu and stuff going around, and traffic may be challenging for some, but here again, I can only grade on what I see. And what we do in the classroom is probably getting the double effect of what we do online. When I do a fully online course, I put a folder every single day for the week. It's not necessary in the hybrid, but there are tons of materials. For example, this week in Chapter 5, we're talking about personalities. I mean, that's really important stuff. And what I want you to do is, as you go through all the information that you have online this week, okay, I think that it's really important that you understand the following. Understand the MBTI, the Myers-Briggs type indicators, finding out where you stand with your particular personality. And then and I've done uploads for you. All those blue things that you see, they're all links to very good YouTube videos. Another one is CSE, the concepts of core self-evaluation. It helps us understand personalities, and it also helps us to be able to predict behavior, which is a very important part of an organizational culture. We're going to look at instrumental values. We're contrasting terminal instrumental values, and we're looking at the differences between a person's job fit and the organization's fit. We talked about this in previous classes, but individuals can come in to a company with a phenomenally good resume, and they can interview very well. Then you place them into the culture, and for some reason it doesn't work. We're trying to figure out why there is that disconnect. So we have to understand individual personalities and values. Now, you have my entire chapter outlined. You've got my notes that are right under personalities and values. After you go through all of the videos I sent you. Really study up on what personalities are and how do we measure personalities. But first, to know how to measure them, you got to understand what they are. Okay, a lot of them have to do with diversity. Individuals come from different cultures, so they behave and act differently. So these are some of the things that I want you to go in. All of the things, by the way, that are in brown, those are like the headlines, so to speak. Those are the things that lead you forward into the breakdown of that title. For example, when you look at heredity, there are factors that determine heredity at conception, like physical stature, facial attractiveness, gender, temperament, muscle composition, all that. Understand that because really that's a component of personalities and a personality framework. Um, Also, when you get to MBTI, Myers-Briggs indicators, you want to look at extroverted versus introverted, sensing versus intuitive, thinking versus feeling, judging versus perceiving. Go through all of those notes and then go to the Big Five personality model. That is really good stuff. What that talks about is how your personality relates to job performance. And look through the 5 factors of the Big Five because it correlates somehow to the MBTI, but it's not the same. Some employers prefer testing with MBTI, and some use the Big Five model. So, having said that, go through all of those notes. Look at Machiavellianism and the dark triad. All of these things are important. Look at other types of personality traits that reflect different types of behaviors. Okay? And, oh yeah, also trait activation theory, TAT, down to the bottom of your notes. What is that? You can't, if you don't have the book, you can't get into the exhibits, but you can refer to the PowerPoints that I've given you. But what it has to do with some situations, events, or interventions activate a trait. And that's what you want to look at. Look at values. Individual values are so important. Look at Holland's personality job fit theory and so forth. And look at Hofstede on cultural values. That's another one that's really important. So when you look at Hofstede's framework, you're looking at power difference and individualism versus collectivism. Okay, that's it. Have a good week, and you guys know how to get me if you have any questions. Text, call, email. Best way to do it is text me. See you later. Have a great week. And look forward to seeing you a week from Thursday. I will release Module 5 rather, probably Tuesday of next week. Thank you.